It's a home venue for me, and I do get good support here, and I do like it here. To me, it's the second best venue to Blackpool, even though the O2 is fantastic, which hasn't got the charisma as these old buildings have. I don't think they've got the atmosphere.
That's what started me off playing darts on the Pro Tour. Because of this tournament, I was sitting at home after being at work, watching this tournament. I can beat him, I can beat him, I can beat him. Joanne, my wife, said, well, you shut up and go and do it then.
Well, it's nitty-gritty time. It's you know, either win or you're out. Simple as. You know, that's better really. It's a straight knockout. I think the players prefer that.
To be honest, I don't think I'll play Phil over this long distance, which I'm looking forward to. Normally in my matches, I always like start off slow and then come with a run at the end. So hopefully it'll suit me.
The group stages are awful because it's only the best of 9 legs. 5 legs is nothing. Now it's a proper format.
So I'm playing 16 times world champion, and it's no easy task, but yeah, I feel pretty confident.
He's very dedicated, Speaker. He does his homework, he does everything right, and he does his practicing. So whatever he's getting out of the game, he deserves, you know, because he puts the effort in.
I love playing Phil. You know, in the beginning he was thrashing me all the time. Now our games get a lot closer. You've got to try every single dart, otherwise you're out.
Oh my love, we almost had it all. You prayed for the storm all your life. It's over and nothing survived. Hurricane the rain, watch the love run out of your veins. I watch the flood roll in and take your hand from mine. I beg that you turn me away. To you there was nothing to say. I beg that you turn me away. To you there was nothing to say.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the quarter-final stages of the speelt Grand Slam of Darts. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Civic Hall, Wolverhampton. Time to make the quarter-finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 8 PDC ranking events, the former world finalist, and back-to-back UK Open finals. It's time to get this party started. Snakebite, Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, a 6-time Grand Slam champion, 5th 15 world match plays, 11 world Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. He's a record-breaking, history-making, 16 times the champion of the world. It's Phil, the Power Taylor.
Party hits Wolverhampton. Peter Wright against Phil Taylor. A showdown to decide who plays Michael Van Gerwen in the semi-finals of the Grand Slam. An early Christmas present. The biggest darts party anywhere gets underway on the 15th of December. Sky Sports Darts channel, the place to be. 24/7 darts. It's going to be very, very special. This should be special as well, John Park. Both evenly matched almost these days.
Yeah, it's really good, and I like Peter just before the walk-on, and the demeanor of his face. He looked confident. He looks like a man who thinks he's going to go on and win the match. And Phil, as much experience, as many times as he's done it, just so pumped up and ready to wanted to run onto the stage. I don't think he wanted to wait for the introduction.
Wright's only lost 7 legs in this entire competition. That's some run of form.
Well, it is. That's why his confidence is so high. And even when he stumbled slightly against Fitton, it just stormed back into that match. And he's a man on fire.
Cheers, John. Wayne Marble, Rod Studio commentators.
Thanks very much, Dave. Yes, it does appear to be a more evenly matched contest than the odds suggest. With Phil Taylor a 9-4 on favourite, and Peter Wright 7-4 against. But the tale of the tape is that he heads all the categories in terms of stats in comparison with Phil Taylor this week. He's lost fewer legs, he's got a higher average, he's got a better checkout ratio, he's got higher checkouts, he's got more 180s.
Yeah, but he hasn't got 16 world titles, has he?
He won the last meeting, could go on, so he'll have plenty of positive thoughts going into this game, Peter Wright, that's for sure. He's not a man who lacks confidence. Anybody who can go onto stage dressed in that attire cannot lack confidence.
60.
It's a really good opening leg for Snakebites.
I do think with Phil Taylor now that consistency kind of now has not gone completely, but there are way more peaks and troughs where he used to play to a high level even when he was off. When he's off nowadays, invariably he gets beaten. A single 20.
51.
He cannot be off tonight because Peter Wright is at the very, very peak of his powers, playing beautifully. And as John Park said, looking confident, cool, calm and composed.
140, please require 40.
Double top, 13 dart leg. Double 10. Well, he needed that, and he got it, because that would have just opened the door for a late counter-attack in leg 1 from the power. Didn't arrive, and Peter Wright is on the board.
first one of this match. The start of the leg as well. It's a perfect dart for Peter Wright. Will he follow it? The answer is no.
140.
Those darts really are lying quite low.
60.
There we see. We've seen that over the years. Hasn't really changed. He's just not as strong as he used to be. Doesn't follow through with the same gusto.
100.
Peter Wright. He's got excellent action. Smooth. And he's consistent. He's the very, very best in the world.
57.
Well, remember, Taylor opened this leg with a max, but the door open here for Peter Wright to be first to a finish. But it won't be unless he can find a treble. He has.
100.
Outside chance. Snakebite.
Well, he needed that.
161.
60, 51, bullseye. 51. Well, Phil Taylor will be under pressure. How much? Try lots.
Well, best way is only going to get one dart at a double. Peter Wright waiting on a double. Choice 12 will be the choice for double 16.
88.
Early chance, early opening for the underdog.
He's annoyed. So he should be. That's two. Well, I know it's only 2-0 and it's the first of 16, but there's no doubt about it. Phil Taylor will already be concerned. He knows that this man will not just go off the boil. 107 plays 97. Early days, we know that.
100.
Just to think that for the best part of 2 decades, Peter Wright was just a journeyman. He was hardly playing in the televised events. He just couldn't qualify. The bottom line is he wasn't good enough. He went away. Oh my, he got good, didn't he? Need the belief to be as good as he is.
99.
Oh, I wouldn't walk around with that tattooed to your head. They're pretty accurate with these darts.
'83.
A wayward dart by Peter Wright. Chance now for Phil Taylor. He would love a 170. He would normally switch, but he doesn't fancy. Could go bullseye to leave 97 or 72.
105.
Did just that.
135.
Bullseye the first target. It's okay, treble 20 for Bull then. So bullseye was his first target, and now it's his final target. He finds the green bit, not the red, but still, Phil Taylor under a lot of pressure to take out a 2-dart combination.
Double 19, double top.
57, Peter Bar 25.
For a holder throw and 3-0. Double 8. There's an assurance about Peter Wright on these doubles. I know he's missed 4, but even the darts on double 10 in the first leg, and just outside the wire, he calmly placed the third one in. Then in the second leg, calmly come inside the one that was on the outside, and that one plonked right in the middle. Shaking his head already, Phil Taylor. We'll see him bite his flights in a minute.
Well, there's a little bit of a sideshow to this game in terms of ranking. Came into the tournament with Adrian Lewis 3, Phil Taylor 4, Peter Wright 5. Adrian Lewis will drop to 5 whatever happens. But whoever wins this game will be world number 3, and whoever loses it will be world number 4. It's important for a bit of bragging rights, but it's more important for World Championship seeding. Whoever's 4th and 5th will be in the same half as Michael van Gerwen. Whoever's 3rd will be in the opposite half, albeit alongside the world champion Gary Anderson. But you'd like to avoid Michael van Gerwen at all costs, Wayne.
Yes. It matters. And these guys, I feel sure, will know that.
There is another qualifying tournament, the Players' Championship Finals ahead.
57.
But if Peter Wright could go on to win this tournament, that would put him 3rd comfortably.
$100.
82 left for Phil Taylor, and you feel, even at this stage, a crucial 82. What price Peter Wright leaves double 12?
140, Phil Bar 82.
So it'll be 1 dart at tops then for the power.
42.
And now he's only 2 darts away from going 4 behind.
The darts are not going in right for Phil Taylor. They're laying down. He looks concerned, and so he should. He's not throwing them firm enough, which means they're not going in hard enough. Double 8. Phil Taylor knows he's got to sort this out. Normally, when he's throwing well, the darts laying the board, but they really are laying far too much down. Effectively, he's given himself no markers, and you cannot play this game without using the other darts as targets. That's better. See what I mean? You can use the marker. There we have it.
Well, the statistical quirk is that Phil Taylor has had both the maximums in this match. Peter Wright has all 4 of the statistical point of doubles going into the board. Now he's got a max as well.
$96.
Well, remember, earlier in this tournament, Phil Taylor lost 5-0 to Darren Webster. This looks like being 5-0 to Peter Wright at the end of the first session. Well, it has to switch to the bull or
58.
Or the 18s.
For 5-0. 60 double 8. Got to say, I can't see any other outcome. He's looking lethal. That is 5-10. Phil Taylor claps Peter Wright off the stage. Going to the first break. He's under pressure, Phil Taylor. He's 5-0 down to Snakebite. The trouble. Welcome back. Peter Wright, he's having it right off. That man, as you can see, clearly under pressure, but applauding the man who is 5-0 up on him. Snakebite. Couldn't be going any better for him. And there we have it. 5-0 at the first break. Phil Taylor got a lot to make up and a lot of thinking. Brendan Dolan losing 16-3 to Michael van Gerwen, the world #1 and reigning Grand Slam champion. It really was as easy as that. It's not proving an easy night for Phil Taylor. He's only had 2 darts at a double so far. He's being comprehensively outplayed by Peter Wright.
Van Gerwen led Dolan 5-0 at the first break. Went on to win 16-3, as you just saw. Phil Taylor has got to stem the tungsten tide. But he must feel like he's just putting his finger in a ever-increasing sized plug hole, trying to stop the tide coming in, because Wright is all over him like a rash. That's a great match. His third in and amongst.
The great thing about Peter Wright's game is that very rarely does he go 6 darts without hitting 1 big treble, and when he's in, he scores as heavily as anyone.
134.
He's doubling. For this match he's at 50%, and for the tournament 53%. That's very high.
$133.
Well, considerably higher than Phil Taylor's, which is at 35 for the tournament. Another? Yes. Tops. And another miss.
Peter Brown, 132.
Ball 32. Yeah, Phil Taylor's doubling percentage in this match is not very good either. 57. Now, is that first dart a marker? I know he's had to move over, but can use it as a barrier.
107. Phil Brown, 20.
Well, that was a bullseye for 6-0. That's 5-1. Phil Taylor wins his first leg. Well, a 1,000-mile journey starts with a single step. That is the first step.
But the thing is, what Peter Wright is doing is causing Phil all kinds of angst, isn't he? Even though he won the leg, he still has a dart bullseye, and it just makes you feel like you're vulnerable. It's like, why can't you just let me get away with one?
99.
7th meeting between these players in 2016. 3 wins for Phil Taylor, 2 for Peter Wright, a draw also in the Premier League. Goodness me! That was an impressively constructed maximum from Snakey. He's proving a slippery customer for the power tonight.
16.
No mistake.
110. Oh my. No wonder why he's winning. It's just outstanding, isn't it?
Well, he was entertaining us, wasn't he, for a few minutes the other night, Peter, with his wife Jo, and he was adamant about these darts, wasn't he? We tease him about the fact he changes his tungsten like we change our socks once a week in your case, Wayne. But he's settled on these, hasn't he? And he loves them, and it shows.
Yeah.
97. Peter Brown, 139.
Yeah, be loyal to your weapons of choice. Well, I've got to say, I don't like that way for 139.
99.
But anyway, left tops. And this is another leg where Phil Taylor is being outplayed.
96. Peter Wright, 40.
Well, tops with minimal pressure on it. And the way he's been knocking these off, you'd fancy it. He fancies it.
Peter Wright,
6-1. Well, there are scant consolations here for the 16 times world champ, but perhaps the most important of them is this is a very long game of darts. And Peter Wright, despite this superb opening, is still 10 legs away from winning, so time for Phil Taylor to reel him in, either by playing much better himself or Peter just dropping off a little bit.
Yeah, as you said, there's no way Phil will panic yet. But there's one thing that will be going through Phil Taylor's mind, and that is, I have to improve. Peter Wright's reliable action does not look like going south. Sticking to 109, 110 average is going to be difficult, yes, but is he going to tail off to the point of Phil Taylor won't have to improve? I don't believe that.
Well, their last meeting was at the World Series of Darts. Peter Wright got home 11-10 in the semi-final there. Phil Taylor missed match darts in 3 different legs to finish him off. Snakebite then lost the final to Michael van Gerwen, the latest in a long list of final defeats in important events.
Yeah, the finishing line isn't Phil's friend at the moment. It hasn't been for a while.
130.
Phil Taylor on 162 because he hit a 20 last start of the last visit. Counting has to be correct.
Well, time was when that didn't matter. He made those mistakes before, but it didn't matter. He was on 162, his opponent was on 260, 280, 300. Now his opponent's on a finish. It does matter. Well, triple 14 or the bull choice. He really should have been getting a poke at something from 91. He didn't, so a bit of relief for the power.
Yeah, but he needs to take this chance. 60. Double 6. Oh, that's quality. That was only a 72 finish, but it will certainly make Phil feel better.
Surely!
140.
As surprised as I am. They were sitting absolutely perfectly for the building blocks to support third dart in the treble. But anyway, at least he's off to a flyer here and he's got the darts. This is his chance.
It is a chance. It's the first time in the match Peter Wright has gone 60-60. When Phil Taylor is throwing the darts firmly, he can build on them. Brilliant chance to win this leg. Got to go in. Oh.
140.
Not a bad old leg, is it?
Well, Phil Taylor playing the classic pros leg. 140, 140, 140, 81 out. Thank you very much.
100.
Can he complete the job that he started? Oh yes, double 12 for an 11 dart leg. Well, just needs to be a little bit careful here. Yeah, better to miss there than come inside and then start scratching around on double 6, double 3 and all sorts. Right, not on a finish.
He's just more turmoil though, isn't it? Just he wants the leg one.
It'd be even more turmoil if he'd come inside and missed double six, though, wouldn't it? There'll be turmoil if he comes inside here, perhaps. Oh, now this is a scenario we thought may unfold. But that holds up the leg, closes the door. He wins back-to-back legs for the first time in the match.
Well, he lost the first 5 and he's won 3 of the last 4. And now, throwing first in this. That's how good Phil Taylor is. He hasn't looked very good to me tonight. He looks like he's struggling. His doubling has been mediocre, scoring average, and yet he finds himself averaging a ton.
95.
Still has the lion's share of the support in the Wolves Civic. In fact, as with many great sportsmen, the popularity rises as they're near the end of their career. There's the leg-by-leg averages. You see how Taylor has upped the figures, upped his game as the game has proceeded. Another couple of 3-figure averages in 8 and 9. And he'd be in 3 figures for leg 10 too, because he scored 331 in 3 visits.
Yeah, good last start, left 91, or what is on 116. Now, can he? Can you, Phil? 60. Bullseye. Literally moved the wire. More importantly now, he thought it was in for a break.
419's the option. 219s is not an option. So Taylor back here for a pony for 25. Double 8, and he'll be back within 2 legs. And that is a right result for Phil the Power Taylor. He was 5-0 down at one point. He was 6-1 down at one point. This game has a different complexion now, because the 16 times world champion is very much back in the fight at 6-4 to Peter Wright.
That Phil Taylor was going to have to play better to get back into this match, and he has. He was 5-0 down. It's now 6-4 to Peter Wright. Phil will feel much better about himself. Peter Wright's average 106, Phil 101. This is a quality affair. As you can see, Wright leads 6-4. Michael Van Gerwen did a right number on Brendan Dolan, 16-3. The winner of this match will play MVG in the semi-finals.
Well, evens Phil Taylor. I'll translate that for you. It's for every 100 quid you put on Peter Wright, you'll win 72 plus a stake bet. And Phil Taylor will just double your money if he prevails. Right, Peter Wright gets it right with a 4th maximum. That's the ideal way to open up this 3rd mini session.
81.
staring the 60 down.
Yes! Well, Phil Taylor himself has had 11 televised 9-dart legs. Perhaps one against him.
140, beat about 141.
Treble 20. Treble 19. Double 12!
129.
Well, it wasn't that far away. Come on, Phil, give him some credit, man. Well, needless to say, that's the closest we've been so far this year.
Well, he would have joined the Roll of Honour. 23 players have hit a 9-dart leg on television. Peter Wright has missed 4 darts at double, including that crucial double 12. Well, after all the fireworks, will it fizzle out in this leg? Will it fizzle? Well, he's fiddling. I know that. He's fiddling around on double 1 here. What a funny leg of darts. He could have joined the 9-dart Roll of Honour, and in the end he won it on double 1.
That was the dart that missed for the 9-darter. How many times do we see that double missed?
Well, there have been 3 televised 9-darters in 2016. Gary Anderson, World Championship. Michael Van Gogh and Adrian Lewis to the Premier League.
100.
We haven't seen 3 before at the Grand Slam. Not tonight. Always fascinating to speculate how a 9-darter may affect the rest of the match. And the more important aspects of the match, i.e. winning it.
Yeah. The last one to be hit was against Peter Wright. That was Dave Chisnell, who surprisingly went out of the group phase this year. You see, double percentage. That's way below Peter Wright's tournament average, and that's bang on Phil's.
140.
Earlier in the year in the World Series, Phil Taylor came from 7-1 behind to win 8-7 against Peter Wright.
60.
This time the gap wasn't as big, but the match much more important. Yes. So just a setting up procedure par excellence for the power.
It's no coincidence that Phil's best spell was when he started to hit the bottom wire of that 60. Lost the first 5 legs, won 4 of the next 5. And Peter won the first one of this session. Got to go high, and does. Good dart.
Yes, lost the first 5 legs of the match, but did not lose the plot. Not lose the plot. That was the key at that stage of the match, because very easy to suddenly find yourself maybe 8-2 behind. But no. Grappled his way back to 6-4 and still a 2-leg gap, but a much more promising position than it was.
Yeah, he was looking flustered, but he didn't panic.
99.
Knowing that it's the first to 16, gives you that little comfort blanket. Oh, 140 now, or bigger. 1-2-1. put Phil in a decent position. There we see the flight of Phil's dart. Not that stable through the air for one reason. It's a tiny flight.
100.
Well, the relief etched on Phil Taylor's face when that went in. Well, Phil Taylor's got to find a break at some point. This may be an opportunity. With Wright, no guarantee from 101. And Phil Taylor, 66 left, bullseye perhaps, to guarantee at least a 2-dart opportunity. Hitting the middle leaves him on double 8.
We're reaching points now where the throw is becoming more and more vital. 60 for 36. 36, big dart.
65, well,
the opportunity earned by Phil Taylor survives an attempt at double 18. Double 4. He's back within a solitary leg. Gets back to within one leg. Remember, he was 6-1 behind. That was the worst it got. And now he's got the darts to make it 7 each.
Well, just an indicator, at one point the averages were 107 from Peter Wright and 97 for Phil. That's why the game is now closer. One man's average dropped, the other picked up. That's the perfect recipe for a close match.
Having got back on serve here, Phil Taylor will be desperate not to hand the initiative back.
140.
Remember, the winner here will play Michael van Gerwen,
69.
who brushed aside Brendan Dolan with the minimum of fuss, despite missing 37 darts at double in that match.
You said 37, right?
Yeah.
I know it seems a lot, but it was, he had a lot of time and a lot of legs.
He did. Right in front in this leg now. Well, that 15th 140 from Snakebite leaves him on an enticing outshot.
Phil needs a 140 or 180. He knows that. Brilliant. This is fourth. Again.
Wow. The crowd went up. They went crackers when Phil Taylor hit the maximum. Wright went out of the 152. Phil Taylor thought it was a break. No one knows what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Peter Wright's just checked out a 152 to re-establish a 2-leg lead at 8-6. What a moment that was. It was fabulous, wasn't it? There was punch and counter punch. I think Phil Taylor thought the 180 would do its job. Peter Wright went to work. 152.
By the way, Phil's head was scrambled there. I think the 152 did its job. It's a cracking leg of darts, wasn't it? 180 to leave 62, and the 152.
Well, his best finish this week, Peter Wright, a 160. He's had a 118, 106 as well. Phil Taylor's had nothing more than a level ton in terms of the finishes all week. Well, that is a 5th maximum in this match. This is a proper game of darts. This is toe-to-toe. Tungsten tossing from two of the best in the business.
16. That second dart was the first tight dart that Peter Wright has thrown in this match. He will not want to put any more of those in. He's dodged a bullet there, Peter. He knows that a 2-treble visit would give him the upper hand.
This is to close, back within a leg again. Treble 18 leaves the ball, otherwise he's vulnerable to a counter-attack from Snakebite, who'd only require 1 treble with his first 2 darts to get a shot.
Last time he wanted this, he went the old 5 route. Then the 60, missed the 36. What way this time? 9, 32. Peter Wright was looking like he was going to be caught, and Phil shrugs his shoulders as if, what can you do? Phil Taylor left 62 in the penultimate leg. Peter took out 152. He left a double there. Peter Wright took out 101. Peter Wright is 3 clear, 9-6 ahead of Phil Taylor. Phil Taylor looked like he was going to get level until this happened. 60-60, 32. That put Peter Wright 8-6 up instead of 7-all, and then Phil Taylor left the double, and he did that. 101. That's the difference so far. And he should be smiling. He's averaging nearly 105. This is a high quality contest. Peter Wright currently leads Phil Taylor, the 6-time Grand Slam champ, 9-6. Michael van Gerwen beat Brendan Dolan. Kind of expected trouncing, and it was 16-3. The winner of this match will play Michael van Gerwen. Still a long way to go. It's 1st to 16. Neither player will be thinking about the finishing line just yet. And there we see the odds. They were the odds at the start of the match, but the other way round.
2-5. Peter Wright, 7-4. Phil Taylor. That'll shift the odds. Phil Taylor has hit 6 maximums in this match, but only 6 doubles, and that's the real stat. Wright with 9 to his name, needs another 7.
45.
Phil Taylor now ahead in the averages, tickling 105. It's those big finishes, you were so right to point that out, Wayne, that's made the difference. The 152 and the 101 both culminating on a double 16, in keeping with what we've seen with Peter Wright this week. Big 3-figure finishes. We haven't seen them from Phil Taylor. He may need to pull a couple of those rabbits out of the hat to get back into this match. There you see the 2 big outs. Phil Taylor has had 1 level finish of 100 this week, and that's it in terms of the big ones.
Well, Peter Wright is
100.
It's like having a leg off. Phil thrown first in this leg. So if Peter is going to have a stinker,
134.
have it now.
Well, the double 16 that has caused Phil Taylor such pain in the last two legs may give him some pleasure in this 16th leg. Indeed it does. 9-7 now. That's all he could do there was hold with authority. Got to find 2 breaks from here, because Peter Wright will have the darts in the odd-numbered legs, so if it was on throw, he'd win eventually. And it's going to be tough to break from there. No mistake.
With the 6-1-80s, Phil was here. He's only won 2 of those legs. So that just shows you that there's inconsistency there, because if he was being consistent, I feel that he'd have won more of those legs with big shots in them, as well as the 180s. Peter Wright has already missed the 9-darter on the double 12.
59.
Not this time.
Well, you talk about consistency. Peter Wright finding that around the darting circuit. Final, as I mentioned, in the World Series the other week. Final at the UK. Semi-final of the Euros. Quarter-final of the World. Masters. Match play. There or thereabouts when the big checks are being handed out.
Yeah, Phil's been there for what, 3 decades now, when the biggest checks have all been handed out. But to reach double digits,
The bull will give 2 at 32. Yes, sir. Double 8, but Phil Taylor not on a finish.
66.
see, that can annoy as well. Phil has been leaving doubles and Peter's been taking out big finishes. Now he misses, Phil's not on a finish.
Peter Brown 16.
That can rankle.
Well, it may rankle, but Phil Taylor didn't get any closer than 143. But oh yes, yes, a majestic piece of darting piracy from the power as Peter Wright squandered 5 darts at double to close that leg down and go 10-7 up. You don't mess with the master. That was brilliant, Wayne, wasn't it? That was vintage stuff.
That was vintage, yes. That was vintage.
96.
Phil Taylor is now throwing for a level game. He was 5-0 down.
100.
Some match this. Over the decades, Phil's been involved in some absolute pearlers.
96.
Well, this crowd are abuzz in the Wolverhampton Civic Hall. Packed in. Phil Taylor's fans lifted
44.
by his biggest finish of the tournament, but they will not be by that, they will be deflated.
He rushed them. He rushed them darts, Phil Taylor. It's like he got all carried away. 96. In the last 3 legs, we've seen a 152, a 101, and a 143. Incredible. Phil really has got to start thinking here, because that's it. 18s, Phil.
Well, it's a big fish angling contest on the 170. Peter Wright, first to try and reel it in. Another there. Bullseye to lead tops.
130.
Phil Taylor's turn.
He's already wired the bullseye once for it. On that occasion, he come back and said, I thought it was in.
60. Peter Wright, 40.
For 10-8 tops.
He's missed his last 6 darts at a double. 7 of them. And suddenly he cannot find the finishes. This would be another killer. Remember the last leg, Wright squandered opportunities. Taylor went out with a 3-figure check. He may stay there. He fancied the lie, and he had every right to.
90.
Got to put this to bed. Causing himself unnecessary grief here, Peter Wright. When you do start messing around on doubles, your opponent, no matter how far behind, then kind of changes their thought process. We've seen Phil a couple of times in this match throw a few darts away when he's been so far behind in legs, but that'll stop if Peter Wright keeps missing. He'll never give up.
Well, there are all sorts of stats you can conjure up as a barometer to who is on top in a darts match, but the number of attempts the players have had at doubles is certainly one of them. Peter Wright has thrown 30 darts at double and Phil Taylor 18.
Yes, so it, of course, tells you that Peter Wright is scoring better.
The more raffle tickets you buy, the more chance you have of winning a prize. The prize here, £100,000 to the winner, and a minimum for the semi-finalists of £25,000. And as we mentioned earlier in the match, if Peter Wright wins, he'll move above Phil Taylor in the world rankings. And I don't care who the player is, that is a major milestone.
Yes, you're not kidding. You are not joking there. Being above this man in any rankings, he must be some player. And Peter Wright is some player. 57. Can he hit the 24 this time? The irony as well. Yes, he wanted it, but he will be thinking, I couldn't hit it at the end of the 9.
$11-8 then to Peter Wright, and it's those barrage of big finishes that is making the difference. 152, 141, 101, in and amongst Phil Taylor's 143. Put the brakes on briefly, but Wright has got the handbrake off and is now engaging top gear again as he tries to motor into the semi-finals. Hadn't got beyond the last 16 here in Wolverhampton before this run.
140.
The lot will leave 41. That will leave 81. Should get back within a couple. But he has never been able to get level. Never.
just been stopped at every corner, hasn't he?
140, included by 81.
57. 12 ball, all. That leaves bullseye.
56. Peter
Well, this could lead problems for the power if Wright cleans up the 1-2-1. Well, it's lucky for Wrighty when the finish ends in 1. He's had 1-4-1, 1-0-1. Now is it going to be a 1-2-1 via double 14? Amazing, absolutely amazing finishing from Peter Snakebite Wright. His 4th three-figure finish puts him 4 legs in front. He's looking set fair for a place in the semis. Snakebite 12-8.
We have the biggest and best World Darts Championship. If all the matches are like this, how will we survive the 3 weeks? Peter Wright averaging 104.75, finds himself 12-8 in front of Phil Taylor, averaging 103. The double success from Phil has been good, but he's been outscored, Rod, hasn't he?
He just hadn't had enough chances, and this was the 1-2-1 from Peter Wright to go alongside the 1-0-1, the 1-4-1, the 1-5-2. In and amongst, he missed double 12 for a 9-dart leg as well. But regardless, this will be a night to remember for Peter Wright. If he can put the power away, he leads 12-8. He requires 4 more legs to reach the semi-final, where he would meet the world #1, Michael van Gerwen, who performed a darting demolition job on Brendan Dolan. 16-3.
In the last 7 legs, we have seen finishes of 1-5-2, 1-4-1, 1-2-1, 1-0-1, and they're just from Peter Wright, and a 1-4-3 from Phil Taylor. And there you see the match odds now. Phil Taylor 4-1 to win a darts match.
140.
Peter, as you can see, first to 16, needs 4 more legs.
Phil Taylor needs 8 legs. There are only a maximum of 11 left to play.
100.
It's a tall order to have to win basically 3/4 of the legs in terms of percentages.
Both players have been on runs in this match. It was 5-0 to Peter Wright, and then 7-6 to Peter Wright. So a run of 4, 5, 6 legs wouldn't be something new.
Must switch, otherwise he's in danger of leaving a bogey.
99. Peter Wright 161.
Well, as I said, it's lucky for Peter when the finish ends in 1. This will be a 4. No, not this time. But you feel it will be set up nicely. Very nicely. 2-dart finish to come.
167.
Although 31 won't give him the perfect choice of double. He probably preferred to have left 56.
Better than 41.
Double 8 then. He curl it in. Yes, he can. And that takes him to 13. Unlucky for Phil Taylor. 3 away now.
Well, I've just mentioned that the players have been on runs of legs. That's 4 on the bounce again for Peter Wright. Taylor, he's playing okay, but he's just being outplayed. This is a stunning performance, and if I'm honest, I can't say I expected anything else from Peter Wright. It was just whether it was going to be good enough or not. So far, it is.
Well, 60 visits of 100 or more there, and that was Phil Taylor's 44th. 60 to 44. They do, of course, include the finishes as well as the scoring visits.
42.
But very much an indication of Peter Wright's dominance at the dartboard. The dominance still has to be converted into a victory. As we mentioned, twice Phil Taylor got back within a leg at 6-7 and 8-9. Couldn't level up despite having the darts in the next leg.
It also says a lot about Peter Wright, about how ready he is at this level. It would have been easy to panic then, but none of it.
8 of those 15 are to Peter Wright.
99.
He left the finish. 30. There's the 30. Now the 32. And there's that as well. Phil Taylor knows if he's going to win this match. Still enjoying it. Having a bit of a joke to friends and family, kind of saying
85
that it's been hard work and Peter's played superb. He's going to need to really break and hold and then break again, you feel.
100.
Still throwing that tiny bit quicker.
100.
They switch again here, yeah. That's the second time running. He's at the 60 on the bottom wire and not liked it.
138.
It's kind of a happy accident, that.
Yeah, very much so. 777 has left him a real decent lead here. Can whack in a couple of treble 20s here. That's one of them.
100.
Well, we've seen a few attempts at this, haven't we, tonight? This is the fourth.
Phil was looking for 257s to leave 36. Ended up leaving 112. Will Peter get one dart at tops or two at tens? One at tops to move within two legs.
Game shot on 23rd leg. Peter Wright, 24 legs through the first. Game on.
It's a quality performance this from Peter Wright. In fact, it's a world-class performance from Peter Wright. Because of his showmanship, 96. Often dismissed as a darts player. Well, let me tell you something. This man is a serious darts player and a serious contender for any title now in any competition he enters. He may have come up short on occasion, very close,
60.
but you feel he could burst through the barrier at any time. And Phil Taylor is not standing up there throwing filth. He's playing well, but he's being outplayed.
Yeah. Peter Wright has made Phil look a tad mediocre, and that's not the case. He's averaging 102. Yeah, I fully agree, because he dresses in an outlandish manner doesn't mean he can't play.
100.
He totally believes Peter Wright, and he's worked hard. Just 2 more legs. That's all he needs.
I'll tell you what he has done. You were absolutely right. He has worked extremely hard. But he's created a character which isn't Peter Wright. He becomes Snakebite. He's completely different away, but he adopts a character on stage that takes him sort of out of his own body into a different darting character, and it works for him.
He tries to entertain.
Yeah.
He understands.
43.
Well, he understands here that he could be 6 darts away from going 15-9, but that won't help the cause. But he's got plenty in hand.
36.
Worst ways up. He'll still be 4 clear. Left a bogey here. But that's the worst case scenario. Is 14-10 in front.
100.
And this leg not finished yet.
A little 1-3-3. I'm sure that's what he'll do. Not whether he'll get it or not. I feel sure that he's starting the 19s. But I knew he'd hit 1-3-3. You get me, don't you?
64.
Pressure. Double 8. Double 4. Bit of class, bit of quality.
25 seconds speed to the drill first.
Well, over 26, 27 years at the top. He's been in the odd pickle. And he's learned that the game of darts is not finished until your opponent has hit game shot in the winning leg. So he will keep battling away and forcing Wright to keep hitting. Staggering to think, actually, that it was 1990 when he won the World Championship. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. It's coming around for 27 years.
Number 9, possibly? They were poor. Does Phil think that this is the beginning of the end? But like you quite rightly said, Rod, you've got to hit the winning double. You can't go 3-0 up and with 2 minutes to go and defend.
Well, if it is to be a win for Peter Wright, as it seems, those legs,
16,
the legs 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, those legs round about there when he smashed in 3 three-figure finishes with the pivotal moments. Phil Taylor had a 1-4-3 in response, but Wright, too much heavy artillery, too many big finishes.
Tops for 15-10. Double 10. He's not been too sharp on that. Double 5. Makes doubling easier when your opponent is sitting on 2-1-3.
And the confidence to just go for double 5. There would be a list of players that would have decided to jack that in and go back to 40 next turn.
96.
Right, not interested. Moves 5 clear with 6 to play.
One mistake from this man, and it could be curtains. Phil Taylor has to win. 6
85.
legs on the bounce.
quick with the finishing line inside. At the end of a marathon match, he's still got enough air in the lungs to make a sprint for the line.
140.
As you mentioned, he beat Phil Taylor last time they played in the World Series of Darts, but this is an even longer match in a bigger event.
That was his 10th 180.
105.
This is how you know a player's ready. There's just no inner turmoil, there's no loss of composure with Peter Wright.
100.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
156.
Well, he will have to wait, but for how long? Because he will be coming back for double 8 unless Phil Taylor can stave off what appears to be the inevitable. He's got one dart in his hand and he's got to hit double top with it, and he hasn't.
60.
And so Peter Wright, this is his chance.
For a 16-10 win against the 6-time Grand Slam champion. Peter Wright hits double 8 and he beats Phil Taylor by that scoreline 16-10. Peter will play Michael van Gerwen in the semi-final. They shake hands. Phil wishes him all the best, but Peter Wright, the form he's showing, it'll be a brave man to bet against him. Even though he's playing MVG, that will be an absolute hurler.
Classy display from Peter Snakebite Wright. 103.373 to average, 10 180s, 4 ton plus checkouts. John Party's really come of age as a player.
Well, yeah, he's looked. I thought he would do something like that. He's just so steady, you know. He plays his game, and it's up to everyone else to try and beat him now. And that's what the very best do. And unfortunately for Phil, you know, he was pretty good. He really was, but just not consistent enough, or as consistent as Peter Wright.
16-10, the final score. His finishing was just outrageous. 152, 141, 121, 101.
And
amazing.
That's just the level that he's playing at. It's not unexpected, and it's part of playing at 103 average over 26 legs. He really just, he knew, he was confident he would get those sorts of shots, and he did.
We'll show you the results tonight. Michael van Gerwen a 16-3 victory over Brendan Dolan. 16-10 Taylor. And van Gerwen, Dolan, just confirmation of that, the history maker out of the competition. And the draw means Michael van Gerwen will face Peter Snakebite Wright in the semi-final Saturday. Gary Anderson, Raymond van Barneveld and Chris Dobie against James Wade tomorrow night. Nigel Pearson talking to Peter Snakebite Wright.
Thanks, Dave. Yes, Peter, many congratulations. I know it's very early after winning the game, but what are your thoughts? How do you feel about it?
I thought I played a nice game of darts there. I was so relaxed, it was unreal. So, yeah, I enjoyed the game.
That was evident, and it was a high-quality game as well. Those ton-plus finishes regularly really played a big part in the win, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I do indoors, practice my finishing, because that's the most important part of the game. So, and it paid off tonight.
There were glimpses of Phil as well at his best, so you had to keep that at bay, didn't you?
Sorry?
Glimpses of Phil at his best as well, so you had to keep that at bay.
Yes, yeah, most definitely. You know, Phil can, you know, he got me in Japan. I was 7-0 up, and he come back and beat me. So I was just waiting for him to come back. You know, but yeah, I've learned a lot since then, and focused more. Got the darts now. Thank you, Red Dragon. Thank you, Lee.
First time in the semi-finals of the Grand Slam. What does that mean to you?
Yeah. Well, happy. I'm happy about it. Yeah.
And your thoughts on facing MVG tomorrow night?
It'd make a change not playing him in the final. That'd be nice, the semi-finals.
Look forward to it. Congratulations. Well done, Peter.
Thank you very much.
Despite the semi-final for the first time for Peter Wright. He goes above Taylor in the world rankings as well. He's now 4th, Taylor 5th.
And that's something he can reflect on Monday, and it's a great achievement, so he'll be very happy. But as Wayne noted, he's probably got a harder match coming up in the semi, let alone getting to the final or winning it. So he's just going to be low-key. He knows he's very confident. He knows he's playing well. He knows what he did tonight. It was extreme class, consistency, and over the longest of formats, pretty much.
As he said in the interview, I played a good game of darts there. It was a bit better than that.
Yeah.
But
his finishing was breathtaking. Nearly got a 9-darter.
Yes, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, it was crap then. Missed that double 12.
Just